Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica Flynn and I am the owner and maker of Flynn Sisters Boutique. And today I am really excited to show you guys my new setup from the Bowen. We have a new discount code with them. You can find it down in the description box below this video. But I'm going to show you all my new turners from them, how I'm setting it up. Corey built me a new epoxy cabinet. I've had the same one for so long and I just needed more room. I needed more elbow room. So that's what we built and I'm excited to show you guys what we did. So that's enough chit chat for me. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to the part of my shop that you rarely ever see. This is my cup turner cabinet. We recently just built this and I will back my camera up here. You can see this is like a large storage shelf in my garage. Well, now my shop. And this has been here since this was here when we bought our house. So these are very strong, very level shelves that the previous owner has built. Over here, you will see my paint booth. I will link this paint booth down below. I get a lot of questions about this paint booth and a lot of you wanted me to link it and I didn't want to link it until I was absolutely sure that I would love it. Now, I do love it in that there is absolutely no overspray coming out of this thing. However, that filter has to be changed often and the filter is kind of expensive. So you can buy a whole roll of the filter, but you have to cut it yourself and then it's a little more cost effective. We have that paint booth routed out to the outside through what used to be a dog door. And Corey built like a little hood on the other side of it outside so no rain is going to get in there. And this vents pretty well. I also use this vent when I have a lot of epoxy going on. I'll open the garage door a little bit so we have good air coming in and the bad air coming out through this paint booth. So I will link it down below. Again, I didn't want to link it earlier. I did a few times. I just wasn't sure if I liked it or not, or if it would be practical for what we do. If you're somebody who spray paints a lot, you can see how this could get, gummed up really quick. So you have to keep these changed out on the regular. Well, enough about the paint booth. I just wanted to address that because I knew you guys would ask a ton of questions about it if I left it out of the video. So anyway, but this is what we're working with now. You might have remembered my old epoxy cabinet that we had with the cabinet from IKEA, which would be this cabinet. I'm now using that to store my spray paint. And I will eventually completely phase out this cabinet as this is not the safest place to store fire hazardous materials. So we want to get a fire cabinet for all this stuff. So I will not keep the spray paint here, but it's okay for now. So here is the epoxy cabinet. I have two lights in here that I got from Lowe's. They just clip up to the braces up top on this shelving. Corey framed all of this out himself. I added some peel and stick kind of contact paper just to keep the epoxy drips down so I can replace that anytime. I was gonna paint it and make it look a little nicer. However, it's just gonna get trashed, so I don't really care. But anyway, in here, I have my gooseneck camera holder. This is where I plug my phone into when I'm doing any kind of filming. I can move it side to side, so no matter where my cup is on the turner, I can get a good shot. I also still have my heat mat down here. This is a 10 by 20 heat mat. These are made for hydroponics, so they're okay to get a little wet. And they're very low voltage and safe to leave on all the time. And then up here, I have another heat mat. This stays on continually as well, and this keeps my epoxy warm. I do keep my epoxy on here 24/7. It makes mixing a lot easier. Same thing with my UV resin. And here is my old cup turner. It's pretty busted. But what we're gonna do with this is I'm going to send this back to Kim and Neil over at the Bowen. They're going to refurbish it, and then we will auction it off to charity after I autograph it as well. So this is coming out, and in comes the new stuff, which I'm going to show you now. Here I am unpackaging these. I think the hardest part about putting these together is unpackaging them, because they prepare them for shipment really well. Everything's bubble wrapped and put away in the box really nicely. Comes with all the tools that you need to put these together, and by putting them together, I mean you just need to screw the legs in with 4 bolts. Here's the little adjustable knobs for the feet, so you can level everything out really nicely. Also want to point out that these have a ventilated back plate cover, so your motors stay nice and cool even if you're running them for a long time. Even though I was able to put everything together myself, I did need Corey's help getting the shelf down. Because I have this stackable unit now, I didn't have space for this shelf anymore, but no big deal. We just got that taken out. All right, so we want to get in here and make sure that everything is level. This is a level surface, but I mean, you never know. You just want to double check to make sure. If it's not, these little feet will screw or unscrew to adjust the height from the front and the back of the legs here, which I did have to unscrew them a little bit just to get it perfectly level. But look at this, so nice. Now both of these have their own plug-in. All right, so there's 2 plugins for these 2 units because they're built to run separately. We just have the stacker attachment on them there. The stacker attachment was really easy to install. It's just 1 screw that I drove in, okay, with my screw gun. And then you just attach this little wood piece here. There's also an adhesive strip on the bottom of this one piece to help you keep everything together while you're screwing it in. All right, now the other benefit of these is they're multi-directional by the switch. So you can switch one way, off, switch the other way. Okay, and each one of these have their own individual switches, same as this one. The switches are below and have their own little protective covering. Some people don't like these switches underneath. I do, because it stops epoxy from getting in there and damaging the motors inside. I also want to show you all the different kind of arms that they have. This is kind of the shorter style. There's all different size chucks that you can get depending on the cup sizes you use, but I generally only use like a couple different ones. They also have these like foam flower shapes, which I really, really like. These are a lot easier for me to work with these, because these can kind of get a little bit heavy for me. So if you just wanted to use these, I think you can get along just fine. Here is this in action. You can hear how quiet it is. So here we've got all 9 turning at the same time. It's a thing of beauty. It looks so good. Thank you, Kim and Neil. I absolutely love it. We've got our epoxy in here on my heat mat. Got the heat mat in the back. And again, you guys, I get a lot of questions on these heat mats. I want to make it really clear that these are only made to heat small enclosed spaces safely. It's not safe to heat a small enclosed space with something that has like a high watt like heating element or something. So these are made for heating small enclosed spaces like this safely with a low wattage. They're also for hydroponics, so it's okay if they get any kind of like moisture on them. It stays nice and sealed in there. It stays nice and shut. All right, again, if we have a lot of epoxy going in here, I'll have this going with my garage door slightly open so we have good air coming in and bad air going out. That's our ventilation, okay? So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour / review / setup of my new cup turners in my workspace here. Thank you so much, Kim and Neil, for the new cup turners. Absolutely love them. You guys, if you want to pick up your own Bowen turner, you can find a link down below in the description box as well as a discount code. Thank you so much for watching my video, and we'll see you again soon. And a big thank you to all of our Flynn Sisters exclusive members. Thank you for your pledge. Your support means the world to our channel. If you love this video, you could check out our last video here. Also be sure to find us on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and of course subscribe for all our new videos that come out every Wednesday and Saturday. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon.